Hello Taurus, welcome back to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, if you're new, welcome. I hope you enjoy the reading. This is a general life reading. I've already shuffled and laid out the cards. Otherwise, please don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe, as that does help to move the videos around YouTube. So now we've got second house. Second house has everything to do with your income, however it comes into you. It's also to do with your assets, what you own or your ownership. So this can be any kind of material item. It can also be related to property, real estate, land, anything to do with property or real estate. Now that may be a profession for you, or it could be something you're interested in or you're involved in, or it could just be something, some aspect of the second house. The second house also deals with self-worth, so that is intricately connected here. Often self-worth is tied into these material things, so just make sure that your self-worth is intact, because you're going to have a solar eclipse. All right, so it can also be to do with the rising up of the talents and skills that you have, or just your talents and skills. And this is very much about whatever you have, whatever's inherent in you, and so that all comes in with that. It's also to do with your what you are, your capabilities, what you are able to do, and what you are using in order to bring in assets or income and so on. So there's a direct connection there. Now, and we have got the solar eclipse energy coming in. So this is a 44 may be relevant for you, but solar eclipse revolution is always about some sort of shift or change. It can be a complete 180-degree turn. So you may find that you're going in one direction with the second house, and then something comes along and presses you into the present moment, and you've now got to shift or change or recreate or do something to get to grips with this change or shift that's coming in. So now I feel it's going to be a change of direction. It can be an epiphany. It could even be like a turning point of some sort, or it could be something that you've been waiting for, or something that has kind of been in the background or gathering momentum, and now here it is, some sort of result, or something where you are in the present moment and something has to be decided or arranged. It can be a complete rearrangement for you, and this could even be related to what you own, or as I said, professionally related, or it could be to do with self-worth, your actual viewing of that, and it's also to do with your material world in general, and your relationship to that. Okay, so solar eclipse, sometimes you just have to, it may be an existing thing that is shifting, and you have to fix it, or change it, or create something better, and you will create something better on the other side of this. It's just when this comes in, there's like a bit of a period where you are uncomfortable because you're out of your comfort zone, and now you've got to shift and change. The solar eclipse is also about self-mastery. So this is about getting your emotions under control, but also your approach to this change or this shift. Now, it's all to do with your attitude, and your willingness to go with this change, because this is going to be bringing something in for you, or it's going to be taking something out. And in some cases, it can be someone. Just take it as it resonates here. But something is shifting and changing, and it's your attitude and how you are looking at the situation, and your optimism and your willingness to go with it and do what needs to be done. That will help to move you forward powerfully. Otherwise, if you resist or you dig your heels, and then it becomes much more difficult. Okay, now at the top we've got might, fairness. This situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. So whatever it may be, this could even be a decision, or it could be like a judgment, something that you may be making a judgment on, a judgment call, or it could be to do with a judgment that you have on a situation or on somebody. It can also be to do with a decision-making process which involves negotiation or mediating, or it could also be to do with the law, like a legal situation, or some sort of outcome, perhaps to do with money, or to do with property, or your talents and skills. How are you using those at this time? Perhaps there's some dispute coming in. But she says, Marty's fairness, the situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. Okay, so now with this, what you do is you put your case forward. You put your case forward, what it is that you would like from the situation, or what you're aiming for. If it's a negotiation or a mediation or some kind of decision, and then let go. Okay, let go of being attached to a fixed outcome. Because when you let go and allow the universe to step in, or Mart to step in, then you get out of your own way. And the reason they say detach from a specific outcome is because you cannot see all the possibilities and probabilities around this situation. And you can only see your portion of it. And there may be aspects out there which you've not considered or cannot consider. So therefore, a decision or a negotiation or some sort of mediation must be handed over, and rather be working towards a resolution for the best possible outcome. A resolution, putting your energy into that, rather than being stuck on a fixed outcome, and then it may not work. So, but she's saying there's fairness here, if it's to do with a judgment, you may be on the receiving end of a judgment, or you may be giving a judgment on a situation. As again, just like I said, put your case forward, but then let go. Okay, don't be fixed on a specific outcome. Rather let the universe step in and come up with a solution, and just do your part. Just do your part to be optimistic and focused on finding a solution for the best of all people, or all situations involved. Okay, so there will be, I feel, some honesty involved here as well. Honesty may come up in a number of ways here, but it's coming up, and you may just have to be very clear about what it is, or you may have to be very clear about what you want in yourself, So that is a factor. Now, we have also got the 10th house here. So the 10th house is the house of career. Now, this is career. It's also the house of reputation and fame. Okay, so this may be relevant for you. You may be either approaching a situation where your reputation is, you've got a high profile, or a big reputation, or you are famous in some way, or you are coming to notoriety in some way. It can also be, as I said, to do with career, setting goals in that regard, business and so on. It's also about achievement and your public standing. What is your public standing in the world at this time? Now, that may be changing. It could be work-related, or it could be your position. So you may be going from being a single person to somebody who's in a relationship, or the other way around, or you could be going from employed to self-employed. There's various ways, your public standing, how people see you. It can also be about authority figures. So it may be that you are working with an authority figure, or you are coming into contact with somebody like that, like a mentor or a boss or a manager. It could even be a guru, but it can also be a taskmaster of some sort as well. Now, all of these aspects come in, but it's also about your, building up like a legacy. What you are going to be known for. It can all be coming in. Now, we have got here at the bottom Venus, and then at the top we've got Sulis, bodies of water. So I feel in this situation, it could be that you are either needing to take a break from where you have been, or what you have been doing, before you move into another phase, or you may have just been coming out of that, and now you are starting the building blocks of something else. So take it as it resonates. But Venus is always about love or partnership. So you could very well be going into a partnership in the 10th house, or you could already be in one, and this needs to be brought in. Just take it as it resonates. Venus, as I said, is always about love, but it's also about refinement of some sort. It can also be about beauty and charm. So you may have to bring the beauty and the charm into a situation, especially if you've got a negotiation or a mediation or some sort of legal situation, or you are dealing with, connecting with others at this time to bring you what you want, which is we're going to get to. So charm, grace, beauty. You may need to have a makeover, because you've got the 2nd house, which is about your outer presentation, what you're wearing and so on. You may need to change something in that regard. But it can also be about the love of luxury and luxury items, and dealing in that. It could also be the industry. So this could be fashion, this could be beauty industry, hair salons, things like that. It can also be, the arts, and anything artistic or creative also comes in under Venus. Now, you may already be in that, or it may be a talent or a skill that you are now focusing on, and you're going to create a career out of it, okay? You could very well be going into a partnership. I feel that's quite a strong possibility here. But otherwise, it's something to do with everything that Venus is about. It can also be that a windfall or monetary matters are important in this 10th house. You could be receiving something monetary wise, which is going to enable you to do something in your 10th house. But it could also be just as plain and simple as loving yourself and focusing on your own health and well-being and just loving yourself. Because when you do that, your 10th house is automatically going to get a boost because you're going to feel good, you look good, and you've done a lot of self-care and grooming and looking after yourself, going through various beauty rituals or whatever it may be, cleansing, or just changing or shifting things, or going away for a trip somewhere where you just detach and spend time looking after yourself, whether it's a spa or something like that. Any one of those things could be coming in for you at this time. But at the top, you've got Soulless Bodies of Water. Now, this is about taking a break. Okay, so that's why I said maybe you are between careers here, or you're formulating a new direction, because the solar eclipse can bring in a new direction for you. Okay, so it could be that you are going in a new direction quite suddenly or abruptly, and now you're formulating. This could very well be artistic or creative, as I said. It's also to do with handcrafts. Anything like that, anything that is, creative. Not all of us are artistic, but every single one of us is creative. And it could be a number of ways you could be expressing that creativity. The way you dress, clothing, fashion, beauty, hair, anything in that industry. Or it could be art or dance or stage work or the media or entertainment, whatever it is. Something like that could be coming in for you. But you will at some point here need to have a period where you go within. You've got Soulless Bodies of Water. Spend time near water such as the lake, river, or the ocean to recharge your batteries. So I feel that you are between cycles, or you are changing something, and you need to have a period of recharging your battery so that you're ready to take on the world, okay? However it translates for you. So drink lots of water, get alkaline water, spend time at a spa, which is water-based, or do water-based rituals, or just do something for yourself, even meditation near water, or go away for a yoga retreat, whatever it may be. Spend time near water, make sure you're drinking enough water to recharge your batteries, and just have a period of self-rejuvenation and self-love. Do this for yourself, okay? I say this because you've also got the Hermit here, which is a 9, and the 9 is always the end of a cycle, okay? So that's why I say I feel there's something ending and something going to come in, or you're going to create something from this situation here. So find or be a mentor, and this is possibly where the fame or the influence is coming in. Take a break from society, a commitment to your spiritual growth. So this could be spiritual, because water bodies are always spiritual. Or it could just be purely for recharging yourself so that you boost your spirituality and your physical vessel is charged, okay? But you're going to need to take some time here to go within and do a bit of formulation, meditation, just rest time, and lots of self-love and lots of self-care possibly. But it could also be to do with, as I said, formulating a new direction, or coming up with something. You're going to pull something deep from yourself, something coming up. It may be religious based, whatever is right for you. We have also got Mercury coming in here. So somewhere in here with the situation, but I feel it may be connected to the 11th house. We're getting there. We've got Mercury. Honesty comes in again, because Mercury can sometimes be a bit tricky, all right? So just be careful that you are not on the receiving end of that, or that you are speaking with honesty and sincerity at this time. Mercury is about everything to do with communication, but it's the messenger of the gods. So you may be receiving something, or you may be giving information out. It can also be related to certain people in your life, and this can be general relatives, around you at this time. But it can also be to do with just your immediate environment. It can also be about learning. And this can also be about, as I said, contracts, documents, any form of communication. But it can also be that you may need to walk your talk at some point. So I feel once you've done this inwardness, you're either going to go into that inward phase or you're going to come out of it and then you're going to be ready. But I feel it's a combination of both. And the Mercury is about sifting and sorting, research, communication. You may, as I said, be going into a partnership with somebody. And this requires the research and the communication and the formulation, sifting and sorting, exchanging ideas, understanding things, understanding things, also paying attention, being attentive, listening. All of these things come in with Mercury. You may also have to bring in humor and wit, and this is possibly where the charm comes in with Venus, however that translates for you. But it can also be that you may need to be quick, make quick decisions, or be quick-witted, or take a quick turn, you know. Something could be moving very fast. Travel may also be involved, and this is maybe why you have Sulis. You may be going to a body of water. This could be for a vacation, or it could be for work purposes, or something that you're trying to do, or it's to do with your health. And Mercury is also about the nervous system. So I feel that you may just have a little bit of burnout and you need to rejuvenate, and Mercury can be all about the nervous system and grooming that and making sure that you are 100%. As I said, it can be a little bit tricky as well. You may have a few people talking about you. There could be gossip going on. Be careful with that. Don't get involved. Take the high road, okay? Now, we have also got the 11th house. 11th house is everything to do with friends and friendships, but also all group activities or associations, societies, contacts, networks. And I feel you've got Capricorn at the bottom here, which is all about that. And then you've got your Manya golden opportunity at the top. So I feel that somewhere, either in your friendship circle, or you're going to make a new friend, or you're going to be meeting very important people that you can float an idea to, or will be ready to assist you in some way, shape or form with something that you're trying to move ahead with. 11th house is very much to do with the future, but it's also to do with group things. It can also be that you have friends or people around you who are like friends or family, but they are actually acquaintances. Now, these can be people who are going to come in to support you in some way, shape or form. It could be your contacts and networks. If you're trying to start something, you may need to pull on those, okay? You may need to join a society or an association or a club, or pull on your friends, or whatever the situation may be, but it's about support from that. It can also be that you are looking at the future in some way. You've got a futuristic idea. It could be very innovative. It could be very high-tech. Or very advanced in some way. So it's either technological, or it could be an idea which is quite cutting edge and innovative, or you may be around people that are like that. They're going to help you in some way. So cutting edge ideas. This is very revolutionary. It's very out there. And it's about discoveries as well. It can also be to do with social things like social reform and community things. It can also be celebrations around that, like festivals and so on. It can also be to do with like experimentation or going on the edge for something, and it could very well be science related, physics related, or something of that nature. But it can also be about humanitarian things. So this can be projects around that, the trends and movements in society and seeing those, you know, global consciousness, group consciousness. Now you've got here Capricorn, which is very much about career. Capricorn rules the 10th house. Okay, so everything we talked about, Capricorn is a very it's a very goal-oriented, ambitious sign. And the motto is, I use. So somewhere along the line, you're going to have to call on your contacts or your networks or the people that you are meeting at this time. And you're going to have to connect with them. You're going to have to think quickly. You may have to take quick advantage of an opportunity, or you may have to walk your talk in some way. So get prepared for that. This is why you may need to recharge your batteries, okay? So it's also about... you know, as I said, connecting with somebody, but it's about chasing success, going after success in some way, but meeting people who are going to be helpful, very helpful for you. It can also be to do with building something, building a foundation, a legacy, and it's a very determined and goal-oriented sign. All right, so I feel that's how you need to be at this time. Have a plan, have a strategy. That's definitely Capricorn. Now, you've got at the top here your Manya golden opportunity. Important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them. So I feel with this solar eclipse, a door is going to open for you, okay? But it may be a bit turbulent in the interim, and it really is going to depend on your attitude and your optimism and your willingness to change or go with this opportunity. As I said, something's going to come up. but a big door is going to open for you. She's very happy. She's got a dolphin there. She's in the sea. She's loving what she's doing. And what this is saying is that there's something coming straight for you, some sort of opportunity here. It's got your name written all over it. And what she's saying is that you need to not procrastinate or have self-doubt about this. You're fully equipped or experienced. Sorry about the dogs barking. You're fully equipped or experienced, or you have the skills, or you have the know-how, or you have whatever it takes, whatever you need, you have it for this opportunity. So don't hesitate, don't procrastinate, don't put it off. These opportunities come around once in a while, all right? So you don't want to miss this one. Jump in, dive in, just dive in, and it's going to bring a lot of fulfillment and happiness for you. So I feel you're going to see it coming, and then you will know that it's right for you. We have also got the Chariot here, which was the bottom of the Fairy Tarot. It's number 7. Number 7 is right place, right time. So I feel that this is what is coming in for you with this golden opportunity, and it's connected to your 11th house. So success that comes from dedication and self-discipline, celebrating your accomplishments, being in the spotlight. So as I say, you may be taking a break from something, and you're going through a reformative period, a rest before you come out into the spotlight. Or you may already be in that spotlight and things have been hot. They've been very busy, very lot going on. You do need to take a break, self-love. Okay, so take it whichever way around is appropriate for you. But it's saying that Capricorn is about the self-discipline, all right? Very disciplined sign, very career-oriented, very business-oriented, dedicated. Dedicated self-discipline, and that produces success. But you may just have to fix or change or create something better, okay? But also celebrate, and I feel this is also where the Venus comes in. So you may book yourself a lovely trip away, a holiday or a vacation or a spa break. Venus loves luxuries and splashing out, okay? So don't go overboard. But do celebrate your accomplishments or your achievements in some way. That's part of your self-love as well. And being in the spotlight, well, that is Venus, and that is the 10th house. That is your fame and reputation. Somewhere along the line, you've also got Guinevere, true love. So I don't know if you're going to meet somebody in this situation. It could be an older person, a relationship with an older person. This person could be an authority figure, or somebody that you are working with, or somebody that you look up to in some way. It could be that, okay? Or it could be somebody that you're meeting in these groups and networks and contacts, something to do with that. Or you could meet them when you're away. But it's saying true love. So that is one aspect of this card. The romantic stirrings in your heart have propelled the universe to deliver great love to you. It could even be that you're partnering with this person to work together in some way, or your public status is changing. So you may be going from single to married, or whatever the situation is, okay? So true love, Guinevere, this is life, this is beauty and enjoyment coming in, and obviously Venus is connected to love. But it could also be, if you're not going into a relationship, or you are currently with somebody, then this can be about the regeneration or rejuvenation of love in that relationship. And this is why you need to take a break near water, or spend time near water, or move to near water, live near water, or go on some sort of spa break, whatever, some sort of makeover, recharge, whatever it may be, to rejuvenate yourself, but also to rejuvenate the relationship. It could very well be about that. But it is also, the third thing is about self-love. And this is what's coming up with Venus, okay? And with the bodies of water, Sulis, look after your body. Look after yourself, because you are your own best friend, okay? So treat yourself like you would your best mate. Love yourself first and foremost, and make sure that you are attentive to your own romantic needs. You can do a lot of romantic things for yourself. You don't need a partner. So bring in the beautiful fresh flowers, light your candles, cook yourself a beautiful meal, take yourself out. Venus is also about socializing, restaurants, social activities, getting out and about. All of these things happen. If you do too much, then this is why you need the detox or the cleanse or the spa break. But it could also be that you just are spoiling yourself with something to do with that. But love yourself first and foremost, and that is what you will project, and that is what you will create, and then you will draw towards you somebody who is wanting that as well. Okay, Taurus, hope you enjoyed that. Please stay on for the love reading if you'd like to. Otherwise, don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe. And take care, and I will see you next time.